some people really, really do not like me. They really do not like me, and I don't know why. It's not even like a little, oh, I don't want to talk to that person. I don't want that person around me. It's like, I hate that person. I actually hate that person. And I have no idea why that is. Growing up, I was never nerdier enough to be with the nerds, but I wasn't popular enough to be with the popular kids. And I was just always in between. And it didn't matter which way I leaned. I just always was kind of neutral in the middle. I would describe myself as someone who's well-rounded, but school doesn't mean anything. And we'll talk about education in another video, but people really, really, really just did not like me growing up. People did not like me in college. People did not like me in at work. And it's like, yeah, growing up I got bullied. But at the same time I was very respectable. I was very, very respectable. I got invited to parties and stuff. I usually didn't go because I was just too nervous. But at the same time, I also got bullied. So, it was just growing up was so weird. And then it just got weirder in high school. I mean, my life kind of took a pause. And what's very, very strange, I will say this, I've always had an Asian person in my life. Middle school, there's this girl named Olivia, one of the only Asian girls at my school, and she just had the hugest crush on me. High school, I had this girl, we talked about marriage, her name was Jenny, half Korean, very Asian. College, I had this girl named, God, I can't remember her name because I had to block her because she was so delusional. But Asian girl, Chinese mom, white dad. And then towards the end of when I was living in Austin, I met this Asian chick at a dog park. And we'll talk more about that story because that was an interesting one, but I've just always had that Asian girl in my life. Sometimes they're not always around, but they're coming into my life. It's bizarre. It repeats itself. The girl I couldn't remember, her name was Emily, but that's beside the point. And I don't know why I just mentioned that, but the other part of me, I've been told I don't know, I just seem to divide people. I really, really, really seem to divide people, and I don't know why that is. I seem to really, really divide people, and I'm the opposite of someone that would divide someone. I'm so open-minded. I love listening to both sides of a conversation. I love understanding both point of views and why people think one way or another. But for some reason, I just divide people so hard. So hard. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why it has to be happening on some kind of such subconscious level, dude. I worked so hard for years to actually become social. I'm doing such a better job of keeping a conversation going, relating more and more to people. you know, I'm doing a much better job of listening to people. Sometimes you just have to let them yap, and I like listening to people and learning about them. I just have no idea why. I literally just felt like for so long people like hated my guts. Not just I don't like you, but like hated, strongly hated me. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. It could be because I didn't work out a lot at the gym. I tried to for like maybe 2 or 3 months. Things were going great. People noticed. And I got very, very sick. Um, and that's really why I don't like, go hard at the gym because I just get sick. I get sick a lot. I eat so fucking close to fucking perfection. I've been gluten free for almost 2 fucking years now. 2 fucking years. I used to eat out quite often, and now I'm almost unsubscribed from all the apps. The only time I go out is when I'm with friends, which is healthy, I think. And I really only eat out. I eat out or have one chunky meal once a week, at most twice, but once a week. I just finished eating some beef stew, potatoes, carrots, bone broth, beef, um, organic, whatever nonsense is like cool these days. Let's get back to the point. I don't know why, but I just feel so divisive. So divisive. Like people really love me or hate me. And it's crazy. I've been stalked a couple of times too. People just get so obsessed with me. And like, let's be honest, that's not a lot of people, but every every girl I've met, like, on Bumble for the most part. I don't think I'm hot enough to get on Tinder. Or I know I'm not hot enough to have much success on Tinder. But like on Bumble or Hinge, I met like the girl I met back when I lived in Austin. Um, she just had to talk on the phone to me, and we spoke our first time for like 4 or 5 fucking hours. 4 or 5 hours. And then we had like, 2 or 3 other phone calls, and we just talked and talked, dude. We ended up going on one tennis date. We talked some more, and then we kind of realized, we're both kind of fucked in life, to be honest, which is sad. Very sad. And yeah, um, it's just crazy. It's crazy. People get obsessed with me, or they hate me, and I feel like most people just hate me. It's especially like mean girls, frat boys. I don't know. Like at my last job, two of my managers, they both asked me like, Matt, Alex, why don't you work out? Why aren't you working out? And I told them like I just kind of get sick a lot and have throat problems. I've tried seeing so many specialists. Then they're silent. They're just silent, because they've probably never experienced that. They can just go to the gym, they can just put their mind to whatever they want, and it seems to work out satisfactory enough for them. I don't know if that's why people don't like me. Um, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I just stick out like a sore thumb, and people don't like that. People don't like that. I also think like I've constantly changed kind of my thoughts, my actions, hopefully for the better, but we just don't know now. I have no clue what's really going on in my life. And that's sad too. Um, but I changed my actions, I changed my habits, I changed my viewpoints, I changed practices and lifestyles. And people really do not like change. People hate change. People want stuff to stay the same because that's what they're comfortable with. People hate change. They hate change. They don't want to see you try doing new things or new ways. People react very strongly to that. And I think that has something to do with it too. Like, I don't have like this stable life. Like, stuff, I'm constantly changing and trying new things. And we can talk more about that in other videos, but I feel like if you change your lifestyle, you change who you are, you change what you can change about yourself. That inherently is going to affect the people around you, how you relate to them, if they relate to you. So yeah, if you're changing, it's like, yeah, you're going to change the people around you. And some people are not used to that. Some people, they can say the same way their whole life and they're satisfactory, they are happy with it. They're going to look back at their life and they're going to be happy with it. They've done stuff the same old way their whole life, and that's fine, I can't relate to that because if I did stuff the way I used to do things, I would have literally negative friends. I would sit in my apartment all day. I would eat fast food. I would just do stuff and talk to people in such a bad, bad way. I haven't had that experience. I had a very horrific experience. People scare me. People scare me. I don't want them to scare me, but they scare me. Because I just feel like they're there. They just hate me so strongly. It's not even just like someone unfollows me on social media. It's like they block me on social media. Like they want nothing to do with me. They just like want to tear me up, dude. Like they just hate my personality. They hate how I was born and like where I've come from. They hate that I'm trying to live a good life. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why they hate me because I find every reason to be interested in them, be curious about them. I don't think it benefits anyone to be unfriendly to someone. Like, it doesn't benefit the world, it doesn't benefit them. Like, think about this. Like, if you're rude to the people around you, those people most likely work somewhere around you, whether that be, as a waiter, you're serving food, making food, cooking food, technology, or whatever it is. And even though, you might not be their customer today, you might be their customer someday. Or their negativity impacts them negatively. They perform negatively at their job, which impacts the people around them, which impacts the people around you. I just don't understand, why can't people be friendly, dude? Just be friendly. Try your best to be friendly, and if you're unfriendly, just, think about it. Be like, damn, maybe I could have been a little friendlier. I don't know, this was a weird conversation.